Hello, hello. Welcome to another Collector Fusion.
Howdy.
What's going on, guys?
Don't everybody all speak up.
Baby juice.
Baby juice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Keep it clean, man. Keep it clean.
Hello, everyone.
I just realized I didn't have my microphone turned on.
Well, that's why you're quiet.
How you doing, Matt?
Good.
Awesome.
Are
You
we
doing all
going
right?
to take wagers if this actually glows in the dark?
It does
I don't
not.
want to lose the money.
Doesn't it light up? I thought it was a light up, or is that the glow in the dark one?
This is like a special glow in the dark one, so I don't know if it lights up or not.
Well,
So
It
it's
does
on
not.
sale on Amazon for like, I think $33 or something like that. So
oh, really?
I said, what the heck? And plus, it fits Marvel Legends. It don't fit his figures.
Yeah, it's Marvel Legends.
So when Mattel makes Batman Forever vehicle, I can just put him in that. So how's that? Well, that's one of my purchases this week.
Just letting you know now, I purchased nothing.
Nice. So
I had bought like 27 things last week, so like I'm tapped out. I gotta wait till payday again.
Didn't you get your Invisible
That's
Woman in?
what.
A what?
Your Invisible Woman? I thought you got her in.
I did.
What about Invisible Lad?
I got Invisible Lad, Invisible Man, Invisible Woman, the Invisible Beast. I got all of those in. They're great. Look good on the shelf
Invisible
too.
dog. You have the invisible dog too.
Yeah.
I only
You're so
got two.
goddamn quiet. What the hell?
Oh, I was wondering if anybody's going to say anything.
I only
Well,
got two.
you know,
I didn't get.
Jared had to show off that damn Batmobile, so I just ordered it right now. Thanks, Jared.
You're welcome. And plus, Amazon has not changed their prices yet either on anything.
Right. GameStop hasn't either. These are still 25.
I got.
Hasbro Pulse, the people who makes the stuff, has not changed their prices yet either. Other people are.
Entertainment Earth has.
I think a lot. Entertainment Earth, yes. Big Bad Toy Store has. I think a large majority
Earth is higher than Big Bad Toy Store.
I think a large majority of people are trying to hold off on the tariff stuff as much as possible, so it doesn't hurt small retailers, which that I can appreciate.
What sucks is Entertainment Earth is a supplier for small retail stores.
Yep.
And they're doing that.
NECA, I think I told you guys, I got an email from NECA a couple weeks back. Even though it's 10%, they are splitting it. So we're only, the retailers, which is us, we only have to pay 4%. They're going to eat the other 6%, which I think is really nice. They didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
Now, if it jumps up higher than that, are they going to eat the rest of that? Who knows? But hey, I'll take whatever little bit that they're willing to give us. So, and I actually talked to my rep and I told them, I said, you know, what you guys are doing is above and beyond. You don't have to do it, but the fact that you are is much appreciated. And I said, I think I can safely say on behalf of all of us smaller retailers, thank you. You know, so.
Well, plus too, like people don't understand, a lot of these tariffs are going to be temporary. You already got countries coming to the negotiating table to take off their unfair tariffs that they've been doing for 40 to 80 years.
Well,
So,
whatever they do to right the world, so to speak, you know, I mean, people just need to realize fair is fair. You know, just be fair, and you'll make more money in the long run. But people want to make more money in a short amount of time.
Make it an even playing field for everybody.
Yep, and then everybody succeeds and prospers.
Exactly.
Did you see they released the new Namor?
You want to know?
The new Namor action figure.
Oh, they did, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord! I love it. I love it. Is that one of those amalgam crossovers? Those fusions? That's actually not half bad. I'll tell you that.
I'm just trying to find him a new head because his head is too huge. I love the body sculpt. You can't really see it on here,
What you should use is the new Namor head with the long flowing hair from the Void Wave. That would.
Well, I'm thinking about doing this. I don't know.
It doesn't look too bad.
He does have
Because
a neck,
the
though,
head
that's
that
the
comes
thing.
on it is huge. The head that comes on it is just too big for this 6-inch scale body. I don't know why they put it on there. It's got a huge noggin. And so I'm like, I've got to have another head that works for this Aquaman body. And so I don't know. What is this one? This is a Johnny Storm head, I think.
That's a nice one, Jared.
Yeah, he was
Nice.
$19 on Amazon.
Nice.
I thought I ordered 2, but I had to look and I only got 1, and I had to go back and look. It's like apparently it only added 1 to my cart when I ordered.
Well, I have one, and I did this with it.
Oh,
That looks
cool.
good.
Yeah.
You McFarlane,
Chris Hemsworth is
you McFarlane the Techno Viper. You Jokerized it.
I did this head swap for this week.
Why are you obsessed with
Toy
Andrew
Gaines as
Tate?
a Terminator.
Why are you doing this weird?
Why are you
I
the
don't
way
know.
that you are?
I just want to see. It's made for a 6-inch body, so I just thought of a joke, like put the Toy Gaines head on body like every week. It's new character. So I don't know. I just thought of something random this week because I ain't got no customs yet done. So I just tried to think of something random to do tonight. So I thought about this.
I was excited to get this one.
Plus, I want to see if it works. But I got some stuff. I only got 4 things this week. I didn't get as much as I did last week. But
And I only got 3.
anyway, I got this.
I got the Studio Series Scrapper,
Oh.
and very looking forward to getting all the Destructicons.
How many are you away from getting it finished?
This is the first one.
That's the first one?
Yep.
Have they released the rest of them yet?
No, this is the first release, and Bone Crusher is coming a week or 2. They don't even have the last
For
2.
me,
of
I
them.
gotta fix that back in a minute. So I said last week I was getting more Mattel DC Multiverse figures, and I got this one in this week, the Batman from the Super Friends.
Nice.
Don't everybody all jump at once.
I'm playing with.
This is nice.
Then I
I'm playing
got
with toys.
another
okay?
loose figure. Yeah. Then I got the Dragon Stars Beerus.
Really
I
good
got
figure.
him in from Super Matt from Super. And then for inbox, I got Dragon Stars Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Picked that up from Walmart. And then I got this from my local Walmart just to get a wrestling figure, Ken Shamrock. So that's all I got.
I
So
got
you
lasers.
gonna put Gaines' head on a Shamrock body next week?
Gonna what?
You gonna put Toy Gaines' head on your Ken Shamrock next week?
No, I've got an actual custom I'm working on. Remember when I asked you guys about what paint I'm supposed to use? What paint I should use?
I
I've got a
you
custom
reply.
I'm working on with it. So don't
I
have it done
replied
yet.
to you too.
Yeah, I don't have it done yet.
What kind of
I
paint
don't have the
did you
custom
do?
done yet. So
Did you buy paint?
the I ordered it. I gotta wait for the what?
What paint did you buy?
Acrylic paint. That's what I got. Acrylic.
What
I can't-
brand of paint did you buy?
It's good to know anybody has acrylic though. That is.
He bought acrylic. What kind of acrylic paint did you buy?
You mean
What
to tell me
brand?
acryl licked your paint?
I went the kind of paint you told me about, Jared. The one you say you use. I went and got that.
You got testers.
The kind of paint you recommended me. Yeah,
The
that's the one. I couldn't think of the name. I'm sorry. Yeah,
The paint set.
that's what I went with.
He got the paint that makes things not the color that they are
Yeah.
now.
It's got pigments in it. Well, I did get the creature from the energy creature from the Forbidden Planet.
That's a good one. I've been wanting to pick that one up myself.
It's pretty heavy. Mythic Dolphins dropped in at 12 p.m. today. 8 a.m. 404. The Dragon funded 2,846 dragons sold.
Is this that big dragon that costs too much?
Yeah, it's a house payment if you get everything.
I mean, cool. I am glad things like that are successful.
Mm-hmm.
I will not be partaking in that, but I'm glad that it's successful. I'm glad that people can do that and put out cool, big, expensive stuff, and it sells. Even if I'm not interested in it, that's cool.
I will never harp on anybody's want to collect some stuff, something like that. If you've got the money, you can afford it, have to pay for it, get it. If you like it.
What are we talking about?
Mythic Legion's Dragon, the
I ordered 5. Yeah, no. It's a nice item to have, but that's nice. There you go. It's a nice item to have, but I mean, yeah, that's almost like having a small pet. You just don't have to feed it. But I mean, it's great for anybody that wants it, man. More power to them. You know,
The size is bigger.
I heard some people have packed it for 2, and I'm just like, ooh.
Party on, Darth.
Party on, Darth. The price is as big of a, or the size is as big of a obstacle to me as the price is. There is nowhere to put something that size.
Well, you'd be surprised the amount of people that have a place to put it. You know, I didn't think I had room for that cat slayer, but it's right there. So,
and the cat slayer is bigger than the dragon.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if you can. I know I'm going to totally mess this up, but when you see there it is. It's right there, and hanging off the counter. So
nice.
Now, talking about the cat slayer, kind of crappy what Super 7's doing for people getting their stuff damaged in the mail.
What are they doing?
Not giving them new parts. They're just going to we'll give you a 20% refund.
Well, I mean, not to bash Super 7, but I'm sure this was, a made-to-order type thing, or they made just a minimum. So, I mean, it's not like they
could be making enough for replacement parts.
Well, no, and I agree with that, but it's the parts that people are saying that are broken. It's like those 2 little spikes on the top. Some people are saying that's broken. Well, that's almost a whole new cat slayer. You're going to have to replace that whole part there. So I can understand why they can't do it, but I mean, also in the same sense, parts like that should have been like snap-on. So it should have been not in the packet, not assembled, and then some assembly required. Which putting the head on wasn't hard. It's just sideways and turn, and then the feet just slide in. They don't even snap in; they just slide in. So I mean, at least the assembly
should have had some more assembly parts.
Yeah, I think
should have been planned out a little bit better for logistics about it.
Yeah, shipping. I mean, but don't get me wrong. Overall, it's not a bad item to have. I mean, the price point not necessarily the best, but
everything.
I know I'll never need another cat slayer. That's for damn sure.
They're very expensive. Super 7, anything they do.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Just like the Matty Collector Castle Grayskull. I love it. I've had it for over almost 15 years. I don't need another one. I'm good with that one.
We'll see what they do with these tariffs, because their stuff is already way overpriced than what market value should be for their stuff. They should be able to leave their price point alone and just eat it.
Well, 10% more on top of a $59 item. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know? So I mean, well, it's not a lot of money, but I mean it's enough. It makes a difference. So I mean, I'm sure things will hopefully right themselves.
All right. That will. It's just going to be a little bit of a hurdle to get through for certain things. And
yeah, no, I agree with you. I don't like paying high prices, and neither should my customers. But I look out for my customers as much as possible because they support me.
For those that buy stuff online, buy from Show Store Z or Bombus B, and you don't get tariffs.
Yep. Wait, buy from who?
Bombus B and Show Z Store.
Oh, okay.
If you're buying from a overseas seller and you don't get that, I'm gonna shut up that way yet.
If you can put those links in the private chat for me, I'll take a look at them.
Yep, Bombas B is where I got my Atlas. So
Will do, sir.
Thank you.
Quinn, anything cool come out the shop this week?
Everything.
Everything.
As far as figures goes, I did get the Batman Kong 2-pack. Well, I think I got that last week. I got that translucent Frodo from Lord of the Rings. I got some of the blockies, the bigger Optimus. I guess it's 7.5 to 8 inches tall when he's assembled. Light up eyes and chest. I did finally get wave 1 of the Shining versions of the blockies, the smaller ones. Those gone. I had 6 cases of those. They're gone. I got in the. Actually, let me grab it. I got in the NECA Jack Skellington. I had 8 of these. This is the last one I got. I mean, gone, fast. I mean, it is a very nice item. All cloth clothes. The top and the pants and the jacket, all cloth. Really nice. He only comes with 1 head and then the pumpkin to replace it. But I mean, as you can see back here, you can basically just put it in his hand if you want. But I mean, he's posable, as you can see. Really nice, especially for NECA, for being as thin as he is. Very nice item. I got some more Red Hulks from the Marvel Select stuff, which those almost gone. Those have done better than the Marvel Legends Hulk, Red Hulk, which, I mean, I think I got 1 or 2 of those left, but the Marvel Select just does so much better. I mean, it's a bigger Hulk, and who doesn't like a bigger Hulk?
Marvel Select, the Immortal Hulk, even though it's not actually the Immortal Hulk, they just labeled that. It's because there's a hot book at the time, so they rebranded it as Immortal Hulk. But that is a great figure. The only thing I have to say, complain about that figure, the biceps are not big enough for a Hulk.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's a really nice figure. For those that don't have a Red Hulk, I mean, if you have the choice between this and the Marvel Legends, I would definitely go with this one. It is a little bit more expensive than the Marvel Legends, but definitely worth it.
Is it?
Oh, no, you know what? Never mind. I'm thinking regular Marvel Legends. Yeah, it's probably about the same price. So,
what are Marvel Select's run right now?
$34.99.
It's cheaper.
I think so.
Deluxe Marvel Legends right now run $40.
Yeah. So then you get more plastic too.
Yep. And it's got the green head, which the Marvel Legends should have had.
And it's not MCU related, so.
Yep. Even like the Target, they reissued the Target Marvel comic book one for the movie, and it was like what, $39.99,
something like that. Well, I think that one was back then. I think I want to say it was $29, maybe.
It came out when they were still around $30, I think.
Yeah. I lucked out. I happened to walk into a Target and find one.
They reissued it at the end of last year in preparation for the movie coming out. Anticipation of the movie coming out. Whatever. But
What do you think of the oh my God, the Hasbro Pulse reveal for that Green Hulk? Man, that rubber overlay, no bueno. I can tell you that people are going to complain, and it's going to crack, and it's going to tear.
that's where everybody's wondering about how it's going. Is it going to decompose and just break down?
What they should have done, like what they did with the Deadpool Wolverine movie Wolverine, with that ball joint with that extra cup in there, they should have done something like that to where it would go, the butterfly would open a little more. I don't know if you caught this on that live stream when what's his face, Dwight, was holding the figure and he crunched it. Looks good from the front, but he put his finger over that gap really quick to hide the gap. So I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying, you're gonna have.
I'm not gonna get it unless it goes on clearance.
No, well, it's the same. Basically, the torso waist down, it's the same Hulk. So
the only thing new is torso, possibly the shoulders, because they got Build-A-Figure joints on them.
Right.
Because I've seen like the preview pictures, they show it looks like it's Build-A-Figure plug-in sockets. 3 new head sculpts, which all suck.
And hands.
And the feet.
New hands. We got the butterfly hands and new feet.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
so it's mostly the 80th anniversary Hulk again.
So if you want to take it just for parts and add it to an existing Hulk, hopefully the colors match up. If you do, hey, great.
What they should have done is do like what import figures do, and just have they have the shoulders where they're like little figure joints now, where they can just replace the arms as a sculpt as one piece.
I agree.
Maybe thunderclap like that, and just sculpt it to the arms where they're going around the chest and stuff, where they plug them in and have that pose. I would rather have that than that stupid rubber overlay.
Now, there was one reveal that I did like, and I'm finally the She-Hulk in her Fantastic Four outfit. I was like, yes, win for me. I was so happy, and they gave her hair tied back, and then a reissue of the same one with her hair down. So now we got her in her purple. I want her purple and white outfit now, and then the Fantastic Four outfit. I'll be happy with those.
Yep.
I mean, I did a full-blown, almost 10-minute video on that Hulk figure, and it's just bad. I said in the video I'm not getting it, but I did state, like I did Max Inspire. If people want to buy it, more power to them, but I'm not, because over time that torso is going to break. It's going to run. It's going to wear out, and that torso is.
All 3 head sculpts suck.
Oh, they're bad. I said the only decent one I probably like is the one with the grinning teeth, but even that looks cartoonish.
And that's from an alternate cover that Dale Keown did for Immortal Hulk. So it's not even any look he actually had in comics. It was just a Dale Keown alternate cover.
I would have respected them a little bit, and this is a maximum line. I'm like, what I would have done is just re-release that same Hulk body that we've already known and loved all these times. Just give us different heads, different hand options to snap. And you know what? I would have been happy with that, because that butterfly joint that's on that body is not bad. If they tweaked it a little bit, it could have been better. But doing a rubber overlay,
I've seen customized
time friendly.
Cut the front pecs and allow for it.
They could have given us
all we had to do was re-sculpt that butterfly joint. Do that, re-sculpt the butterfly joint. I've been fine with that. The rubber torso, no, I don't want it.
Well, you remember back in Matty Collector, they had Stay Puft. The rubber that they used for him turned brown. It dried out and cracked really quick.
I can see that.
I'm glad the Rancor didn't get funded, because the Rancor had a rubber overlay. I'm like, nope. Once they lost me at rubber overlay, because it'll dry and crack, and people will be pissed that they paid.
Matty Collector Swamp Thing.
See, Swamp Thing too. A lot of people. I mean, it's nice.
Mine's fine because I don't touch it. I'm sure if I try to mess with it,
It's a nice idea to do that rubber skin over that exoskeleton, but they don't think long term. You know, that stuff's going to dry and crack.
yeah.
You know?
I don't think the Hulk will sell out like Spider-Man because it's too much reuse. Body we've seen so many times.
Well, look at it this way: we're going to get it and one over and done with. Then they'll give us other stuff. So reuse that Spider-Man body with like Daredevil and a few other characters. You got home runs with that stuff, you know. But yeah, that Hulk is it was a disappointment.
And so you didn't. It's known for most people too. Like Face-Off Hulk from Toy Biz has some of the best head sculpts.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a very 70s inspired Hulk heads.
See, I would have done that.
Those are definitive Hulk heads.
Give us a Savage Hulk from the 70s. Give us that. That Ed McGuinness head where his hair's all freaked back like that. That I'm like, no, that did not look good at all. You know. And then the Dale Cohen head, it was passable. The Smart Hulk head was probably the best out of all of them.
But that's the
Dale Cohen.
That's
probably for me the best. The one with the grinning teeth, they remind me too much of a Wallace and Gromit cartoon because it's got that.
Like Lone Dragon calls it the Hanna-Barbera Hulk.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, Matt, what are your thoughts? You've been quiet.
Okay, so I think there's too much thought going into this. I think it's just a new Hulk that they're trying a new way.
Yeah,
that they're going to charge more money for. We're going to see how it goes. I think it's a cool concept. I don't think this is a necessary action figure in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think anybody needs it. I think they'll sell plenty of them, and we will see how it goes. And, you know, again, with the upper torso overlay, look, other companies do this same thing. You know, whether it's Storm Collectibles or a lot of other companies, mostly imports, are doing the overlay stuff to give better range of movement and all that kind of thing. And they managed to do it just fine. Is it something that's going to break down? Probably. Is it something that's going to break down any more catastrophically than companies that use ABS plastic on their figures? Hell no. I guarantee you it's still more durable than fucking ABS.
Now, when I say the things I'm saying about this Hulk, I'm not bashing it. I personally, it's a choice. I don't like rubber overlays, but not saying it doesn't look good. But I mean, there are some issues as far as gaps and stuff like that. You know, other than that, I mean, yes, it'll do well, but not my.
Quinn and I were there during the dark days.
What's that?
Look, this is not something.
There during the dark days,
right? The dark ages of 5 points of articulation. Oh my God, we suffered so, didn't we?
Look, here's the thing. I'm not gonna buy this. I'm not that interested. It's cool.
It's not anything I'm not going to sit there and whine and cry about. It's like it's
but it's just like, look, it's them. So here's the thing. When the Maximum Spider-Man came out, and you know, we all looked at it and we're like, yeah, it looks pretty cool. But how much is it going to be? Blah blah blah, whatever. Right? What was the first thing that everybody that wanted to hate on Hasbro came out and said? Oh, well, it's not premium enough. Oh, well, it doesn't use the same things that SH Figuarts or Mafex or Storm Collectibles or all these other companies use. It doesn't come with enough accessories. It doesn't come with enough head sculpts. You know, it doesn't have good enough articulation. Like now we're actually getting a look at it. It actually comes with really good articulation. But what's funny about it is all the stuff that they were bitching about is in this fucking Hulk figure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is not assembled or built the way a traditional Marvel Legend is assembled or built. It is not using the same engineering. It is not using the same materials. It is using stuff more akin to what we would see from a company selling $100 to $150 action figures, import companies. And now those same groups of people are complaining about that shit. So honestly, I don't care. I'm looking forward to the Spider-Man. I ordered the second round of pre-orders, so mine will get here probably in like 2 months, so I won't see it for a while, but I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, and I was willing to pay more money for something that's the newest, latest, and greatest thing. I am not willing to do that for the Hulk figure. That being said, I didn't see anything wrong with the Hulk figure. I actually liked the 3 head sculpts, specifically the one that came on it, not the 2 that we've already seen before, because it was different. I had never seen that head sculpt on there before. I thought the fact that they did something different, again, akin to like Storm Collectibles with the torso, and with like X-Ray Studios and several other companies that are doing the softer upper torsos for better articulation, I thought was cool. How long will it last? I don't know. But again, we've all sat here plenty of times and talked about, we've got ABS, Mattel, DC UC figures that crack after having sat on the shelf for 10 to 15 years. Okay, I guarantee you whatever that upper torso is made out of is more durable than ABS.
Oh, yeah,
we all
sure.
collect ABS stuff. So I don't see it's not something I'm interested in, but I don't see what the complaints are about. They're trying to do something new and different, which apparently everybody bitched they weren't doing new enough, different enough stuff with the Spider-Man thing, and now they are doing it with the Hulk.
Well,
and
the issue with the Hulk is like what people were talking about. It's like 80% of the figure is the same figure we already had.
I know, but so was 90% of the Spider-Man figure. Like,
Well,
it's got more different in relation to past Hulk figures than the new Spider-Man figure has in relation to past Spider-Man figures. They're stepping it up from the last Maximum Series figure they did. They're doing more different with this one than they did the last one. They're stepping outside of the box. I appreciate that, even if it's something I'm not interested in. I talk about this all the time on my other channel in relation to other products, that when a company's willing to do something new and out of their lane to try and provide something different and innovative to the market, I'm like, cool. I don't complain. I'm not going to complain about it, right? Like, it may not be something I'm interested in, but I think the Maximum Series Hulk is cool. Is $60 a little pricey for a freaking Marvel Legends? Yes, it is. However, if you were to take that same figure and slap Mafex, X-Ray Studios, Storm Collectibles, SH Figuarts on it and build it the exact same way, it would cost twice that much money. So I'm not going to complain too much about the price either.
Yeah, the price point same to Odin. But my only issue with Odin, I had no problem with that one because that was 100% all new. This one, we got only a handful of new parts and not many accessories with that.
I do like, this is the one accessory I do like that comes with that Hulk. That missile actually comes apart, and there's innards there. I thought that was really, really, really awesome. I like that feature to it.
It does look good. If it goes on, am I going to pre-order? No, I'm a huge Hulk fan, but I'm not going to pre-order this. I'll wait for it goes on sale. This one will not sell out like Spider-Man. This will go on sale somewhere.
Yeah.
I said this, that after reviews started popping up of the Spider-Man figure, more people started to change their opinions on it, like saying, "Oh, it's a great Spider-Man." It's
most of the people were learning about Spider-Man were just bullshit anyway because they were going to buy it anyway.
A lot of people were bitching about it, but they're still going to buy it.
People will buy it. Like, I've heard many YouTubers say that they're going to get it just because, oh, I have to pay money and pay bills and stuff. It's like, you don't, even though YouTube might be your job, you don't have to buy the figure. You don't have to. I get it. You want to review the hottest, newest thing, but everybody else does.
This head sculpt that comes on it, that is based on Del Keown's alternate cover for Immortal Hulk #1, I believe.
I like that head sculpt.
It is very reminiscent.
What I like out of all three, I like that one the best.
It is the best out of all three, and to me, it looks more like Doc Green than any kind of Smart Hulk.
The other two, to me, one is pretty similar to the 80th and the 20th Hulk head sculpt that we've gotten several times before, just with Colgate bright teeth. And the other one just looks like a Red Hulk head sculpt that's painted green. The one that's on it is the one I like the best.
Speaking of Red Hulk, I guarantee you later on in the line, the Maximum line, we're going to get a Red Hulk.
That is thinking
Oh,
about
yeah.
that's actually from a Red Hulk cover that Yelling Head is.
Well, that's Ed McGuinness art style.
Yeah.
He drew the Green Hulk and Red Hulk the
But
same.
that's what. That way they don't lose money on that sculpt. They'll reissue that as a Red Hulk and possibly a gray one as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say the head sculpt that Matt says he likes with the slick back hair, that'd look good with the Joe Fixit suited body with ducks, give him gray hands and stuff. That'd be a pretty good head swap right there.
The
I don't know. What I thought was funny is this literally like I can name like 4 channels on YouTube that sat there and bitched about the Spider-Man Maximum and say that they didn't do anything new or different with it. That then bitched and said they did too much new and different and they shouldn't be trying things like, you know, the upper torso on this one.
We got articulated.
I don't have an issue with that. I do worry about breaking down over time. But my issue is the fact they didn't retool the legs to make them pinless. We got the big pins. You got the same tears in every Hulk. Give us some new ripped pants.
Yep.
Give us some new sculpt.
The only thing we got was a new.
I do
was
like
new
to shape the torso better. We got more of a V shape on the torso. And one of the issues with 80th Anniversary Hulk, you get a collision when you use that diaphragm joint. You can scratch your ab section up if you crunch too far. You crunch it full forward, you can scratch your front of your chest.
Yeah, no, that's why I don't. That's why I don't. I crunch it maybe about that much so it doesn't risk scratching the ab section.
That was an even bigger issue on the KOs of that Hulk too.
Yeah.
Hard plastic. But with this being a soft overlay, you're not going to have to worry about squaring. There's actually a bigger gap. I do like the V shape of the torso better, but his shoulders are a little bit low. They should have been a little higher.
Isn't that like the cat? That almost reminds me with the shoulders sitting low. That reminds me of the Captain America, classic Captain America, how his shoulders sit low a little bit, like the figure, the 20th and the Secret Wars.
So we got
You know what?
there's new disc hinge. These arms will pop out like Build-A-Figure arms. That's why I wish they would just give us like different arms that connect the hands connected together. Since they pop out, why not? But we got new hands, new 3 new heads of sculpts, like I said. You get the clap effect, the missile. That's all we got with it. Odin came with a slew of different stuff, and he's the same price point.
So for new parts, we got 3 heads, open hands, effects, missile that breaks, and then feet.
Yep.
So, yeah.
The rest of the hands, looks like we all seen before. This is one thing I don't like about the 80th Anniversary Hulk 2, about reusing these forearms. Tiny, tiny pegs.
Yeah, they should have made bigger pegs, though, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, for durability at least. But I mean, either way, I mean, still not bad.
That's one problem for reusing the 80th Anniversary Hulk. He's got those tiny little pegs. Every other big figure after 80th Anniversary Hulk, they've upgraded the size of the pegs with durability, because you're going to liable to break those things.
I guarantee you, after a month or a few weeks, when this simmers down, most people are only going to complain about the price point moving forward, like they did Spider-Man. Once reviews hit, most of them are going to say it's a great figure, and then the only issue they're going to have now is the price. I said in my video, I said the Spider-Man, we all agree, should have been $35 to $40 because we were getting a new body, we were getting a lot of new parts, and so on. The Hulk should have been $45 to $50 at maximum, not $60. But again, it's like y'all said, Hasbro, wanting to charge stuff to see what people want to pay, and so on.
Here, I brought this up last night on the Stupid Thursdays. Somebody is storing. 2016, they gave us this. A 12-inch Hulk with double jointed elbows, upside down ab crunch like Spider-Man, diaphragm up top, So they can do double joint elbows on big figures. They
But
did it on-
who was overseer of this project? Remember, Bobby Valla was the one working with the project of the 12-inch Marvel Legends.
Well, that's near or there. That I'm talking about what they've done before in the past.
They could do it, but they
Yeah, but
choose
you
to
could-
just be lazy, reuse.
So they could have made a new ab section that did the crunch, but they got lazy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still a nice figure. Is it terrible? No. This I'm still more excited for.
Yep. Every man in the chat just got a little bit excited over this one.
Really?
I do not get excited over toys.
In the Hasbro chat, a lot of people got excited over this one.
As far as costume selection, it's about damn time we got her in the Fantastic Four outfit.
It's literally what we said they were going to do when they released
And
the other
not
one.
be an exclusive somewhere.
I hope not.
They did her in before the Fantastic Four costume, but it was an STC exclusive. I do like this 2-pack. We're getting some reuse out of the Luke Cage. Those are Luke Cage shoulders. New mask.
I like Crossbones, but I prefer him in his black, all black, instead of the blue.
Yeah.
But it's a nice look on him, though. You know, Madam Mask, I don't really have any interest in her. She looks like she's wearing a Shield outfit.
It's
I
a
was
shield.
trying to figure out if that was just a lot of reuse for that Crossbones or not. But
I think it is.
I think the upper torso is Luke Cage. It's got new legs, I think. But those are Luke Cage arms. Probably Luke Cage torso underneath that vest, too. T-shirt, torso. But Madam Mask definitely needed an update, though, because that old figure is just on that horrible, horrible original female body. And the
My
Mystique-
man Tony is here.
Speaking of that figure, I think it was a Walgreens exclusive back in the day, and I have it. I do not like the legs because she's like bow-legged.
Yep.
It's new. I mean, it's the same head and the same skirt. Just that it's an all new. It's using the new body buck, which I appreciate, but I hate that it's a Target exclusive. So
They had the opportunity to do this with the VHS one. Heck, I think actually the solicitations for the VHS one has her on this body. But when they released the VHS one, they didn't put her on this body.
wow, missed opportunity.
Yeah.
But that Jean Grey head, that's the seller right there for me because that head came with the Hellfire Club 5-pack.
And this one's got the digital print technology on
Yep.
it. This one didn't.
I wish they would re-release those Hellfire figures again. I would definitely buy them. I completely missed out and forgot about them, and then they were gone.
This just seems completely unnecessary.
Well, all these exclusives are unnecessary, man. Look how many Target's getting.
Yes. You got these already. Two
Mhm.
exclusives. Then you got another exclusive. It's all pinless. But this first one peg warmed.
I missed out on that first one, so I'm going to be trying my best to get this one because I missed out on that first
It was
one.
easy to get. It's like, but somebody was already laughing at this. They didn't paint where the nipple goes, but they didn't give him a nipple.
Well, he's got his nipple. It's invisible, like we've been talking. Like
He
we have
got
our
waxed in one spot and it ripped the whole thing out and it healed over with his healing factor.
Hey, we can make an excuse. He got a little too much. He clawed off his nipples and they didn't grow back. So could say that.
They really need to work on the pattern though. The hair pattern does not look
The hair pattern.
But isn't he all hairy? I mean,
Yes, he should be all hairy.
It looks like his neck, his upper neck ain't hairy though.
Barry Windsor Smith head sculpt looks cool. Yeah. If I see it in the store, I'll pick it up, but I'm not going to pre-order it. I got 2 of the original ones.
I was kind of disappointed neither one of the heads have him making like his mouth open like very feral, like he should be, like the original figure is. Like he's got grinning teeth on this one, but in this one he's sort of grinning. It's like he's supposed to be savage, so his mouth needs to be yelling like the original release was.
Was there really a demand for this to be reissued?
No.
Hey, that's the one time I'm glad that a figure is exclusive. I don't want that one.
Yeah.
That thing is going to peg warm when it hits.
I mean, I like the colors. I like the colors better than the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I did pre-order this mainly because I want the head sculpt because I need to find a suit body to put it on.
I was gonna say either do Everett Ross, but you have to paint that black. If you want one that doesn't need to be painted black, Obadiah Stane's a good one to use.
Too big.
Yeah, his head'd be too big.
No, he'd be too big for the body.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The body's too big for the body.
Yeah.
The body's too big for the head. I can't talk.
Well, I said Obadiah Stane as well.
Stane is on the bigger, like, happy body.
Yeah.
So you need like a slimmer suit body.
Well, I said Everett Ross. That's happy, ain't it? Everett Ross is?
No.
Okay, I was saying Everett. I said Everett Ross, but you have to repaint it all.
Oh, but the Stain is on Happy's body.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Or you can just buy a rose and dye it black.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. That crossbone has a Hercules leg. No, I think those are different legs on the crossbone. Those are not skinny legs. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's better proportion on that.
Here, that go.
Somebody's got TV on.
When?
That better?
I don't know. Something's still going somewhere.
I still hear it.
Yeah, I do too.
I hear nothing. Yeah.
All right, let me see.
Let me see if I can turn that off.
All right. On the Gladiator Hulk. Yeah, those are not Gladiator Hulk's legs. Hercules legs. That's different legs altogether. You can see here. That's a completely different sculpt. These are bigger, thicker legs. So I think those are new legs. Which are great.
We love a comic accurate U.S. agent. JSP says we got one, but it wasn't nothing really to write home about.
Oh, what is it? It looked like the old man from Up as a young man with a U.S. agent mask on.
I don't know. I thought it was comic accurate.
I do think we're going to be getting. Was it on the leak list? We're going to get a West Coast Avengers U.S. agent with the energy shield.
Yeah, that was on there.
Yep.
So I'm looking forward to that.
If we
got the MCU waves. This is just going to come into the ollies near you in the future. These 2 packs. We got the prototype Daredevil from the new series. Yelena, which will be Ollie's 2-pack with her dad. Will go to Ollie's with her. This is still at Ollie's. Having Bob in the 2-pack, he might be like the one 2-pack that'll sell. But you get the Sentry. If the movie does well, which they have not been tracking too well to do very well lately. But, they did give the Spider-Man a new torso. They did raise his price point to $30 too. So.
Which is not much of a deluxe. It's not really a deluxe figure though, because you're getting one new.
They've done that before with Spider-Man figures. I looked at the Gamerverse. They did for like $35.
They have, but again, all these alternate hands was in that 3-pack before they gave us the unmasked head sculpts. Then they reissued the figure again, but without the full hand sets. And you're making this $30 when all these parts have been used, except torso's new, which I see that. But everything else we have had before twice, and you're making it deluxe because of a new Venom piece, which is cool. But
anybody know what that's from?
Ryu?
That is Juggernaut's Head Crunch from
Marvel vs. Capcom, because that was on the leak list. So
yeah,
I can't think of what that fire effect would be though. I think that's Human Torch.
Oh, look at that! That's actually got like a peg hole on the side where you can actually pose it on the stand. So
I think it might be Human Torch, maybe.
Unless they're going to re-release Ghost Rider, where you can throw fireballs. He's part of Capcom versus Marvel.
He was on the third game, Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yeah, and there's Psylocke's Energy.
Some people were hoping it was Gambit, like it was a Channing Tatum Gambit, but I don't think we're going to get those figures.
We're not. This is from the leaked Capcom.
Yeah. Oh, I know. That's what people in the chat of Hasbro were saying. It's Gambit from the movie. But I said no. Psylocke. We're finally getting a brand new one.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
Yeah.
But that's not no. But I am looking forward more to these cartoon collection stuff. We got the Grizzlor, Lizard Man, and Orko, all in the cartoon collection. I have all these pre-ordered. And Orko, you can buy 2 Orkos. You can have 2 different characters. Not interested in the Masterverse figures, these stylized. That head is too big for that body. It's like, where's the rest of his head? It's just, he's got to have ears and like pop up his head. The face is too big. What's going on? Now the Oni mask, I like that. That's not bad. But that bare chest just painted gray it looks like a bare chest painted gray. It's got skin texture. These are the ones I'm more really excited for. The Thundercat crossovers. Yeah, definitely if you want to get Ninja, give them like all his gear. I like the fact you can display them without the crossover parts. You can display them as crossover, or they're just regular Thundercats. They show with Chitara, but they don't show with Lino. I like the Battlecat crossover too. That's a really good head sculpt. I like that a lot. And the Mum-Ra, that's the winner of the Wave 1. The fact you can display a really cool, and they made them bigger. He's a deluxe price point at $30 instead of 20. You can display either as combination of Mum-Ra and Skeletor, or just as Mum-Ra.
I pre-ordered this one, the Mumra, and the Lion-O.
Mm-hmm. They show pictures of Wave 2 of Tigra, Panthro, and He-Man. He-Man looks like 2000X King Grayskull.
Mm-hmm.
You took the chest harness off the 2000X He-Man from the Origins line, you got King Grayskull. Give him the power sword from 2000X. Tiger looks good. Panthro looks good. Panthro's arms might look a little bit long. Look, his head's a little small and his arms are long. Yeah, I like it a lot. I'm going to let Matt take over for a bit because
All right.
old man takes too many pills. I gotta go for a bit.
Time to take a piss. little pee. All right. I got some stuff here. Hold on a second. Let me get my screen share up. Okay. So I know we already talked about all these. Can we talk about this for a minute?
Mm-hmm.
So the one thing I wanted them to fix from the original figure was the doughy thighs.
Mm-hmm.
And they did not fix it. Now, that being said, can I just say, and I told you guys this in the chat the other day, the sculpt on this, and I know it's got a new upper torso, the sculpt on this does look better in the black and silver than it did in the original. I still like the original figure, but it wasn't perfect. However, it does look better in black. I don't know. I think the black covers up some of the imperfections on it. I'll still probably buy this. I'm not going to pre-order it. However, I'll still probably buy it at some point. I do like this one, I think, a little bit better, just the overall look of it, than the original one they released. I don't know. I know we talked about all the rest of these, but I just wanted to throw that out there. Can we talk about the Joes for a minute? Can we talk about this in particular? The greatest Cobra Commander figure ever? Look at that. Look at that. One's on the phone. Two aren't here. Sith, are you even there? No, of course not. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. Sith, are you there? Look at that. Taking phone calls and shit. It's ridiculous.
I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
I love this version of Cobra Commander. I love that armor. And I like the fact when they did two head sculpts, you guys lizard eyes.
Yes. We've been talking about this one for a year and a half. How we need this one. And it looks great. Absolutely. It looks fantastic. I'm very, very happy with it. I would love to hear JB's opinion on this, but he just seems to have disappeared. You know, I mean, it happens. It happens. Sometimes JB just up and, you know.
That's going on the highlight reel. I love this figure. I am excited as you are, Matt, to pick up this guy. I cannot wait to get it in my hands because I am a fan of this design for Cobra Commander. So hopefully it is as good as the render is. Hopefully. But knowing Hasbro, they might actually make it really good. I do think it's going to be I do think it's not going to be actual silver. It's going to be like a gray plastic, though.
It better not be.
I hope not, too.
Why would they? Why would they? They wouldn't do that. Would they?
Well, we know. Well, we were just. What was we just talking about earlier? We were talking about how they got lazy with the Hulk figure. So you know, Hasbro likes to be cheap when they can. So I mean, come on. Would you put it past them to be cheap with cheaping out in this figure? I wouldn't. Remember, they've been.
they think.
I think there are some characters they put more time and effort into.
Yeah.
And I think Cobra Commander is one of them. Cobra Commander.
Duke says it looks like trash, and that figure looks like poo.
Duke can go fuck himself. This is the best version of Cobra Commander. Damn it. I love Armored Cobra Commander. Armored Cobra Commander is awesome. Okay?
Cobra!
It's my favorite Cobra Commander suit. Is Armored Cobra Commander. I love me some Armored Cobra. It makes sense for Cobra Commander to be armored up.
Duke says lame.
Lame.
Alpha says you should chrome the battle suit.
Now, I think they'll do something silver on it.
I hope.
Now,
so.
will it be what we would all like? I don't know, because sometimes Hasbro uses that silver plastic that has the swirlies in it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And which I don't like that. And I will go ahead and hit it with a dry brush of actual silver if it comes like that.
And it's the Pintor comes with this set for this figure.
So I mean, I'm just saying.
That is the Pintor, the iguana.
Yeah, right there. Right where he belongs. Because you know what? Fuck Serpentor. Okay? Cobra Commander is better. Cobra Commander is a better villain. Serpentor is so far up his own ass and lets his hubris, thinking he's just God's gift to villainy, get in the way every time. Cobra Commander is a better villain. Just point blank, straight up.
Is Cobra Commander better as the used car salesman or as Cobra Law?
I like Cobra Law. I grew up with the cartoon version, not the comic version. So the car salesman thing is a comic book thing, which I did read, but I like the Cobra. I love Cobra Law. I love, that whole like ancient race living there, having been, pre-humanity and watched humanity grow from, and evolve. I like that when they throw a little bit of sci-fi in there. Just like I like what they're doing now with, I think it's now. Is it the new comics or was it the last set of comics that came out? But when they did the, and you would know because you read the modern comics, I don't. When they did the whole thing where like you find out that Cobra Law had a deal with Unicron to stay away from Earth, and they worked in the Transformers and the G.I. Joe together, and Cobra Law's connection to Unicron, and that's why Unicron never attacked Earth. Cobra Law made a deal with Unicron to stay away from Earth, like millennia ago.
Funny with the Skybox, the new comics, they actually had the Cobra Commander in that series kill a Cobra Law scientist that looked just like the Cobra Commander from the animated movie. That made it look like they're doing the Cobra Law origin. No, he just blows his brains out.
Yeah.
No.
Now, I like the Cobra Law stuff. That's my favorite origin for Cobra Commander because it gives more Cobra Commander depth. The used car salesman Cobra Commander doesn't give Cobra Commander any depth. It just basically kind of portrays him as somebody who was a nobody but was good at talking and isn't very capable. And then he just kind of fell into the whole Cobra thing. Whereas his Cobra Law origin shows he's not, you know what I mean? Like he's a fucking scientist. He's been around for a really long time, and he's powerful and he's smart. I like that version better. Plus, I like the sci-fi fantasy element of Cobra Law. Plus, I don't want to ever erase the time that Sergeant Slaughter beat the shit out of Nemesis Enforcer. That should always stay canon no matter what. This is for Duke. And this is for the US of A. Come on. Shit's great. Anyway. I don't care about dreadnoughts anymore. I don't think I ever really did. They were never my favorite part of Cobra Commander or Cobra, the organization. Like just in general, I never really gave much of a crap about
ragtag mercenary group.
Yeah, I mean they're fine, whatever. But honestly, I never really cared about the dreadnoughts, which is why I don't care about the new dreadnought 4-pack that's coming out with the instruments. The what's the name of their
Cold Slither?
Yeah, Cold Slither. Could give a crap. This is something that we've needed for a long time.
Yep, and he's on a new body.
Yes, the original one is just too damn hard to find and way too expensive. And this is nice. Plus, I like the upgraded. In addition to the new sculpt, I like the upgraded look for him. I like the red and black. It looks sweet. Could give a crap about this. Sorry if anybody does care. I don't care. This is one we have. You, Jared, you and me have talked about this for a long time.
I am very looking forward to that.
This is, and when this thing released, and I assume this is younger people who just don't remember G.I. Joe talking shit about this outfit for Snake Eyes. Well, it's not tactical, and that's not very covert, and blah, 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 blah. Shut up. Okay?
Yeah, JB.
I didn't say anything.
This is Snake Eyes' best outfit.
I'm pre-ordering this.
Now, by the way, did you and have you noticed, by the way, that they've been releasing a lot of Dick series stuff?
Yeah.
This is from the Dick series, which I know is subpar compared to the original Real American Hero series. However, what they did with the designs, whether it was Cobra Commander or whether it was Snake Eyes and a lot of other characters, is they gave them what, in my opinion, was their best looks. Okay. I mean, Snake Eyes is, Snake Eyes had a few different outfits over the years. He had the original Commando outfit, then he had the Ninja outfit. Then this is arguably his most unique outfit that he's had. Especially from a toy perspective, from a cartoon perspective, like his outfit was basically like he was wearing a black diving suit with a mask on. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like the outfit he had in the comics, actually, and once they started producing the comics, in the comics and in the TV series, was just a solid black bodysuit. There was nothing really special about it. There was nothing that stood out about it. It was like, okay, he's just a black ninja dude. Freaking Storm Shadow looked way cooler than he did. And then his original Commando outfit, which I don't think did he ever even, I mean, I think they went back and gave him the Commando outfit in the comics, but by the time the comics started, they had already kind of established his ninja outfit, which was just the bodysuit. So for most people like myself who were around when the toys came out, the Commando outfit that came out first, keeping in mind, by the way, that Snake Eyes was not the first ninja. Storm Shadow was. The only reason they made Snake Eyes a ninja was because Storm Shadow was cool and people liked Storm Shadow. They were like, well, we got to make Snake Eyes a ninja too. So instead of making him a black commando made from spare parts, they decided to give him a new body and they made him a ninja. All because of Storm Shadow, because let's be honest, Storm Shadow's the better character. Okay? So Snake Eyes' first two outfits, quite frankly, sucked ass. His Commando outfit sucked ass. Okay? It was a hodgepodge of crap they threw together from other figures and never made it to the comic book or to the TV series. And his ninja outfit was just a black wetsuit with a mask. That's all it was. There was nothing special about it. There was nothing unique about it. There was nothing that popped about it. But this outfit
really that
was
bad?
the first outfit that he had, the first costume that popped and looked awesome. And not only that, but it was the perfect blend of a ninja and a commando.
Nobody could see the figure I'm holding in my hand.
And everybody else can talk shit in the comments. I don't care. You're all wrong. I'm right. This is Snake Eyes' best outfit. This is the only one that stands out.
I like this.
This is the only one that pops. This is the only one that he looks like a badass in. Period.
Well,
Unless
I
you just like
personally,
Snake Eyes wearing a wetsuit. Do you want Snake Eyes to just wear a wetsuit? Is that badass? He looked like he just crawled out of the water. No.
everybody has their favorite outfits. Like mine, I like the all black with the Venetian blind visor. I've always liked that one myself. But
I like the mask. I love the visor mask,
cool.
which was pulled straight from like a knight. The mask looked cool, but let's be honest, his outfit was just a black bodysuit. Like that was it.
Are you talking about this?
That's Commando Snake Eyes, by the way. Yeah. That's not Ninja Snake Eyes. That's Commando Snake Eyes. That's from before they even. Okay, for those not old enough to know what's going on, so I'm going to include JB in this. The original Snake Eyes, Commando Snake Eyes, was not a ninja. They didn't have a good backstory for him that connected him to Storm Shadow and all that stuff. He was a spare character they threw together in all black plastic because they needed a 9th character in the lineup for the original wave. Right? Was it 9? I can't remember however many it was. So they threw him together with spare parts, molded in black from the other characters, and gave him a blank face. Okay? Original Commando Snake Eyes was a nobody. He had no backstory. He was just a commando that no one knows anything about. It wasn't until Storm Shadow came out, and Storm Shadow was the first ninja in G.I. Joe, and everybody thought Storm Shadow was cool and awesome. They decided to redo Snake Eyes' backstory, give him an actual backstory, and actually, no, he's not a commando. He's a ninja. Okay? So y'all can everybody out there who likes Snake Eyes, you can all thank Storm Shadow for that, because Storm Shadow was first, and he's better.
They actually had an issue in the comics where Cobra Commander developed this like thing would mess with like their like equilibrium senses for the ninja characters. He was taking out all the ninja force. So Snake Eyes showed up and just in commando gear, like full Rambo, didn't fight him like a ninja.
And they did. They retconned it so that he would go back and forth into his commando outfit because they wanted to pay homage to where he started, which is cool. I like his commando outfit. I think he looks badass. I just think this is better. This is a better outfit.
Oh, so you like Commando Snake Eyes?
I do like Commando Snake Eyes. I like Commando Snake Eyes. I like Ninja Snake Eyes. I have multiple versions of them, both in original versions, 3 3/4. I have 4-inch 25th anniversary scale stuff. I have 6-inch scale stuff. I have multiple. I probably have 20 different Snake Eyes in my collection. I love Snake Eyes. However, this is his best outfit by far.
Okay, I thought you was hating on this Snake Eyes.
No, I'm not hating on him.
Okay, I thought you was. That's why I was like, I like this version of Snake Eyes. I like Commando. What?
Yeah, Commando's look,
We've very well established. JB, don't listen to anything being said.
Look, if you look at this outfit right here, this is a perfect blend of both his ninja and his commando looks. That's what this is. He's got the ninja clothes. He's got the ninja, gear here and the shin guards, but he's still wearing the bodysuit underneath. The mask is an ode back to his commando days, but he's got the swords, he's got the gun, but he's got this is a perfect combination of like commando and ninja Snake Eyes. So there you go. And if you don't think so, you're wrong. It's okay to be wrong. I'm sorry. I love this outfit.
We're wrong.
I love this outfit. I do.
Leaving.
Fine. That's fine. I love this outfit. This is cool.
I like it. It really will pop on your shelf too with your other Joes. It'll pop. So I like it.
Leo says Snake Eyes is trash.
Snake Eyes is trash. Snake Eyes is trash compared to Storm Shadow. Let's be honest here. Storm Shadow's the better ninja.
Yeah,
Storm Shadow's a better character in general, like across the board. Storm Shadow's a better character. So
Snake Eyes,
I'm just
trash.
saying.
Come,
Snake Eyes is trash.
Venetian blind, so I hit better.
When I was a kid, I loved that look for him just because it was like they pulled it straight off of like a knight's helmet, which was a really cool look. It was cool. It was the only thing about Snake Eyes ninja outfit that stood out was the face mask. That was it. So
Well, there you go. The G.I. Joe versus Transformers comics. I think that's a good advisor from an old suit of knight armor.
All right, anyway, we got more here. I want to show you guys some customs that I found on Facebook. This dude is taking pictures with a potato from 2001, but ignore the crappy photos. I love what he did with the outfit here. Like, it's unique. Like, it's cool and unique. Like, I mean, it's a little rough at times, but the concept of what this dude did is pretty cool, with a kind of a throwback a little bit to the old yellow outfit he had, but he's got some red on there too. He's got a couple different head sculpts. He's got a yellow head sculpt, red head sculpt, and then the old school, like, you know, mask. I'm not saying that this is a great custom. I'm saying it's a cool concept, is what I'm saying. So I just wanted to show, give the dude some props for coming up with something cool and different and unique. And I like.
I actually I called and I bugged my buddy that does the comic book unboxings on the channel.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you need to clean your camera. When I was editing the comic video this week, it's like,
yeah. So yeah, but anyway, I'm not saying it's a great custom. I'm just saying it's the design that this dude came up with is pretty cool. So anyway, some dude took some, and I gotta try this. Dude took the Diamond Select Ghostbusters and shortened them up and cut them down to where they're Marvel Legends size, and they look really cool. Now, I have heard of these. I've never seen them in a store. I've never seen the real Ghostbusters Diamond Select stuff in a store. Are these older? I knew they existed, but I didn't know. Anyway, pretty cool. I think he just chopped the legs down, which is fine, and made them Marvel Legends size instead of 7-inch scale. They look pretty damn good. So props to that dude for a nice little modification.
Oh, nice.
These look good. Now, I mean, there's been some customs out there for Wildcats and Image stuff before, so a lot of people doing some cool stuff. But I ran across this, and
really nice.
Yeah, it looks good. I think he's.
It's a movie Hulk from Marvel Select.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think it's a Select figure. I don't think that's a Marvel Legends. But anyway, really cool there. This one could give a crap about McFarlane figures, but I love this dude's dedication. He did customs of like all the live action Superman dudes, including like Smallville. Look, that's a pretty good Dean Cain right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good. We've got the Brandon Routh, both versions of him, or all three versions of him. There's the Smallville ones looking pretty good.
I'm willing. Yeah.
Yeah. We've got the well, these are you didn't have to do those.
They
But,
so should, when Smallville ended, they should like wait a year and start at like New Adventures Lois. Like, thing.
Yep.
And have him be Superman.
I like this. We got the Tyler Hoechlin version. Again, they're McFarlane figures. I don't really care, but I love the dude's dedication to live action Superman stuff. So good on him. This one here, I just thought this was a really cool use of a crappy McFarlane figure that you can pick up for like $8 all day long. That Joker, Dark Knight Returns Joker. He Venomized it and did a Venomized stand and all that kind of stuff for it. Really put some effort into it. Made a Venomized Joker. I dig it, man. Good use of a McFarlane figure that sucked, quite honestly, because that figure was awful.
He Venomized the Jokerized Joker.
Yes, he did. I like it, man. That's cool. And then this one here, this is just pretty simple head swap here. I think that's, I don't know if that's Star Wars. I don't know what head sculpt he used.
Ghost. He painted the helmet.
Is that what it is? Okay. Anyway, looks cool. Nice little upgrade. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where is that G. I don't know where he got that cannon from, the minigun, but
that might be Valor's.
Yeah, it might be, or it could be GI Joe, or no.
I think it's
I
from
don't
the weapons pack, the minigun.
Yeah. But I love I dig the helmet there. Very, very appropriate for Punisher. This one here, somebody took an old Spider-Man, them lanky Spider-Man figures, and did a custom Spider-Man lizard figure. I don't know. There's only one picture because I would love to see how he's got the tail in there. Maybe that's why he only took one picture. I have no idea. So I'm not sure, but cool concept there. This one, somebody did a Warhammer Spider-Man
That's
in
cool.
cloth goods. Black Spider-Man Warhammer combo. Looks like he used a zipper from his jacket to do that. Those big ass zippers. But anyway, it's pretty cool, man. I like it when people do new and unusual stuff, even when it's maybe not perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one here, this dude, maybe you've seen this one. This dude 3D printed this. He created this action figure.
Nice.
And he says in his post he's not going to be selling these. He just did it for himself. He's not going to be selling them.
I don't know if I sent it to you on Instagram or not. That dude is like trying to do a Kickstarter on he designed a beautiful figure. It's a great looking figure. It's Captain America, and it's like Mayfix like level, like articulation, really good sculpt. He's going to try to kickstart to have it produced. It's like, dude, you don't own the IP.
That's not going to work. They're going to kick him off the
Can't do
Kickstarter.
that.
No, that's not going to
You're
work.
going to get a cease and desist very quickly.
Yep. But yeah, he created this sculpt, and it's a resin 3D printer, but really cool. I like what he did here.
That's what he should be doing. Selling the STL files, not trying to kickstart making the aftermarket figure when you don't have a license for it.
Yep.
And Disney is very litigious.
Uh-huh. So, anyway, just thought that was cool. This one here, I got to do this because this thing looks awesome. They just took the blue Marvel body, and a few upgrades there with I think that's the gear, the weapon gear from that 3-pack.
Shield
Shield 3-pack, and then a bullseye head.
Yeah.
And that's a great damn bullseye.
The 2 pieces from the shield, the chest harness, and the leg holster. And the rest of the gear is from Bullseye, and the head's from Bullseye. And looks great. I like it.
Yeah. That looks better than that last one that was it the 3-pack that Hasbro did? That looks better than that.
That's what he used for the parts off that 3-pack one for that, because that 3-pack one was terrible. We'll see there.
Yeah, so use the head and the belt and the gun straps. Put it on the blue marble. Put that on there. Dude, that looks awesome.
And the blue marble, you can...
okay. Okay, let's turn that down.
You can pick up blue marbles cheap.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah.
And they're good base body.
Yeah. And it's way better than that one. Like, it's better than the official one Hasbro released. It looks quite a bit better. So, anyway, pretty cool there. Got this one here. Somebody did, what did he call himself? The Darkness? I think it was the Darkness. He's basically
Darkness,
Satan.
Tim Curry's character from Legend.
Yeah. Fucking gorgeous figure.
Movie Venom. That's good use for that body.
Looks fantastic. I don't know what all parts he used on this thing.
The main body is Movie Venom. And...
I don't know about the feet.
I know they made official merchandise like figures for the movie, so that might be an actual head sculpt.
No, that's a 3D print head.
That's a 3D printed head.
3D
I've seen that STL file before for like on eBay.
Yeah,
But
it's probably on Cult 3D.
but really sweet. That's awesome.
Great in that movie.
And then lastly here, this is official for those 1/18 scale collectors like myself. They're doing essentially their Exo Squad inspired from Fresh Retro.
Nice.
And they're going to be doing more of them. and they're going to be at Big Bad Toy Store and TF Source, and you'll be able to actually buy these. So they've got the 2 that are coming out now, and they're going to be doing some more. And like I said, if you're an Exo Squad fan, these are pretty damn cool. Hopefully they sell enough that they'll actually be doing more of them with like a different design. So, but
Yeah, it does kind of look like robot jocks.
yeah, it does. So, anyway, there you go. That's all I had.
All right. Well, it's kind of hilarious. Like last week, we were talking about we hadn't seen any updates on. The day after we talked about it, the loose collector's like, they're still coming.
I mean, the Rocket Man's already available. It's just the other 3 are not yet.
Well,
That version of the Rocket Man.
Yeah, that version. Sorry, that version. I was thinking of that one. My bad. I'm sorry.
this one is a reissue from the 2-pack. They're doing a standalone release.
Yep. They're doing a
Is it out?
standalone. Okay. Because I know the one with the Bulldog is available right now to order now. I know that one is on Big Bad.
This figure originally came out with the Betty Page figure, and it's
Right.
so they're doing a single release of it too. Yeah, these we were talking about because the Liefeld figures were announced after these. The Burning Hammer figures were announced after these. Liefeld figures are already come out. The Burning Hammer figures are supposed to be on the way to stores. We can't see your screen. You're on a computer.
I know.
Sure.
I know. I'll get it shared. My bad.
But yeah, I'm glad to see they actually gave us an update on that. I'm looking forward. Out of all those, the only one I got pre-ordered is Grendel. That thing looks fantastic. Such a great looking figure.
I'll get it pulled up here and share in the private chat.
And we got, what's funny, we got Big Bad Workshop. They announced their Tick, which is an articulate version of the Lone Box Heroes. Marvel Legends scale figure. Looks great, very posable. Looking forward to it. I got this pre-ordered. I always like the Tick, but to me, it's a missed opportunity. If you're going to do Tick, they should just immediately do Arthur. They should be a set.
Well, given what's going on with Long Box Heroes right now, I have a feeling that.
Well, these are Big Bad Toy Shop.
No, I know, but given what's going on with them right now, where they just canceled that whole wave 2 of Long Box Heroes.
The 5 EOA.
I mean, for those that don't know what's going on, they basically canceled all the stuff they're doing that wasn't already like ready to go because of all the tariff stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Which
I'm afraid that because of that, like we're gonna get a Tick, and then there's gonna be such a delay in everything that we're never gonna. They're never gonna finish it. You know what I mean? We're never gonna get an Arthur or any of the other characters that you might want. I'm afraid that's gonna happen with a lot of stuff from smaller companies that are like putting, because that's what a lot of companies do. They drop a thing in a specific IP or franchise to get you excited about that IP or franchise, and then they build on that later on. So, you've got this one thing that comes out, and then, oh shit, we can't make any more right now. We got to wait for all this tariff stuff to go away, which will, but still, will it happen?
We had did Arthur from the get-go because
it should have been a 2-pack.
Yeah,
it should have been a Tick Arthur 2-pack.
I would. And they're asking $40 for the Tick. If they made an $80 2-pack for Tick and Arthur, I would
have paid it.
Oh yeah.
I sent the link in the private chat, Jared.
The Lomox Heroes is doing their own 12-inch scale Rocketeer for some reason. Well, you got one for Loose Collector coming out at the same time. But
What's the price point? Is the price point better?
Don't know. But this is just the prototypes they showed. So I just saw these pop up today.
I'm going to be honest. As I look at that, I like that one better. If that's what it's going to look like,
Yeah, it does look good.
That one's based on the movie. Based on the Disney movie is what that one's based on.
That one's more style. That one is more stylized. The other one looks a little more realistic, proportionately. That one looks more stylized, which I like. With the big V shape, all that stuff. Like I like that look better. It looks more comic booky.
Yes,
which I like.
I do like, but plus you got the villains too.
Yeah.
This is the annoying part. Like the Rocketeer gets his villains and stuff like that, but Tick don't get Arthur. It's the same people making it.
Yeah.
But we got the.
I'm excited for that Tick figure. I can't wait for it when it releases.
It looks great.
My wife didn't even know what the show was, and I had to show her the intro. I'm like, "You've never seen the Tick, and it come out on television a long time ago." She's like, "Nope." Okay. So I had to show her what.
First of all, if you're gonna show anybody the Tick, the one you like, look, the old TV show that got 8-9 episodes, cool. The Amazon series that got 2 seasons, it was actually pretty good. I liked it. Yeah. However, if you want to give somebody a taste of the Tick, show them the '90s cartoon.
That was what I showed her, the cartoon.
Yeah, it is the best version of the Tick outside of the comic books.
Absolutely.
Hands down. It's amazing and holds up really well.
Yep. So he's in stock at Big Bad Toaster. Okay.
Yeah. I know what you was talking about, but I was like, I could have swore the Rocketeer was in with the Bulldog.
Now, see, put that up. Go back and forth between that one and the other one.
And
there's that one.
I closed that window already.
Oh, you some bitch! I'm not saying that one looks really good. I think the other one looks better though.
He'll find it. Just give him a minute. He'll get it.
There's the cancellation.
It's there.
No,
you'll find it. It's there.
There it is.
There it is.
See, they're both good. That one just looks a little more realistic. That one looks more comic booky, which I like, with the big V shoulders and everything. Like
that's
I like
the odd thing though, because this one is based on the live action movie, while the other one
doesn't look like it. The other one looks more. The other one looks more live action than this one does. This one looks more like a comic book, which I dig that better.
But the alternate head for that other one, that I think it's what Loose Collector is doing or whatever. I think that's the other one, right?
Yeah.
I didn't like the unmasked head. The unhelmeted head, it didn't look good. The helmet looks great, but the unmasked head didn't look good at all.
Yeah, I like this one. I like this one better. I like the helmet better. I like the cut of the tunic.
I don't like this one based on the movie.
It doesn't look. This one looks like it's based on the comic. The other one looks like it's based on the movie.
Well, if this one, I don't think the jetpack is the same as the one from the movie. This one has one singular missile, I guess, pack, or what, instead of the 2 jets like the movie.
Go back to the other one. That one looks way more like the movie.
Yeah, but
it doesn't. But the backpack is different. The jetpack's different. But that one looks more. That one looks more realistic. The helmet looks like the helmet from the movie. The other one does not.
Yeah,
the other one doesn't look like the helmet from the movie.
I just don't like the jetpack. If the jetpack was like the movie, it would have been a win-win for me, and I would have bought it. They originally solicited that with a female character. Kind of looked like, what's her name?
Betty Page.
There you go, Betty Page. Thank you. Yeah, but
you got this one. Actually, is the movie one from Funko.
Yeah, the Funko one's actually really nice.
That's a good figure. That one, but the damn joint for the leg broke on inside the pelvis part, and I'm just like, man, it pissed me off so much because I couldn't find it.
That's the one that looks the most like the movie. The other one from Loose Collector looks like kind of a take on the movie, but a little bit more stylized. And then the one from that one looks straight up like the comic. That one does not look like the movie at all to me.
It's got the comic book back.
It's got the comic book backpack.
Yeah.
That's straight out the comic.
So you get this one, and if you still got that one you got, Quinn, you can put that backpack on that one.
Yeah.
You can have a movie backpack.
I know. Unfortunately, I sold it off to a friend of mine who wanted it for a custom. So I'm just like, yeah, too late.
If I could only pick one, it would be that Big Bad Toy Store long box, whatever, long box Heroes one. That's the one I like the best.
He's got good articulation too. He's got the biceps cut up here, double joint elbows, diaphragm joint, thigh rotations, double joint knees.
Yeah, that one looks cool. And it's probably cheaper than the loose collector one too, if we're judging by the TIG. So I'm sure it's cheaper.
Red Sonja was $50. Now 55. Tick's 40. These are in working with Fresh Monkey Fiction. Not Fresh Monkey Fiction. Who did Red Sonja? I can't remember. My brain don't brain. There. Big Ball Spot Studios.
I canceled my pre-order for that. I canceled it a week before it shipped.
Did you?
I was like, you remember? Because we talked about it for a while, and I was thinking it was going to come out like 6 months ago, because originally it was supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time it came down to it, I was just like, I don't think I want it anymore.
People are not saying good things about it. It's sitting in my pile of loot at Big Bad Toy Store.
Yeah, I just kind of was like, I changed my mind, so I canceled it. They took too long to ship, honestly. That's what it boiled down to. I had too much time to think about it.
Yep.
And I was like, this really doesn't go with anything else I collect, you know? So
I did too.
You know, you can pre-order this cheaper off Pulse for $175. Which, speaking of that, now they haven't announced the actual official size for this. This is in the old MP scale. I want this. This thing looks fantastic to me. It looks like an amalgamation of various different Prime designs. I love it. He looks badass. I thought it was going to be like a smaller new MPG scale if they were been doing the smaller figures. But apparently they got the message. People are like, no, you don't start over. Continue what you're doing with the original MP scale. I like it. I like it a lot. Because I have a Prime addiction too, so that's part of it.
Drug. It's a powerful drug.
Think?
I was AFK for a little while, guys, because I had customers. But did we cover the Fantastic Four sneak peek?
We have not yet.
Okay.
Well, thank you for spoiling it, Quinn.
Sorry. It wasn't much of a spoiler. I'm sure people that have the intranet probably have seen it already.
The hand.
Yeah,
Here's Thundercat.
What I can see of that, I like. You know,
It's looking good so far. Like the thing.
the joints for the thing right there, that looks good. So,
you think you don't think that Red Sonja figure would scale good with the Super 7 Conan line? I think the loose collector one would probably be better for the Conan because their loose collector figures scale a little bigger than Marvel Legends. They say they're Marvel Legends scale, but when you put them next to the female figures, they're a bit bigger. But it looks great. I am so looking forward to this. Ooh. I like the fact it's got actual dually wheels on the back instead of just one big tire each. It looks like a real semi truck. I like the long antennas too. It looks very good. Very complex transformation from the looks of it too.
Yep, it'll stay in robot mode for me. That's it.
It's a gorgeous piece.
Yeah, it looks really good.
So I got think about like with a lot of people, they went with the full cartoon aesthetic for a good while with Masterpiece. I always like to try to change that quote up like the Tropic Thunder. You don't go full tune. I don't like the full tune on the look on them. I like the more techie details, more realistic. I think it's an absolutely gorgeous figure.
Yeah, it's awesome.
They show it 24 centimeters, which is like 9.5 inches tall. So it's old MP scale. Absolutely beautiful piece. You see it in grayscale. You see the actual physical model and see all the details. Matt is still here when I talk about Transformer.
I'm here. It's just I'm listening. It's just you know.
Jared, we established this. Transformers is not his thing, so he don't talk about it. He'll go on. Let's pop up some more G.I. Joe. We'll hear Matt go on about that and everything.
Well, what about G.I. Joe?
I think he's giving you some crap. Man.
This is the new parts for you said bring up G.I. Joe. We're gonna talk G.I. Joe now. Hush up.
Yeah.
This is the new parts for the Mercer 2-pack. So you can actually get like a little throwback to do like the Saudi Collaborator, Slarge, or the Marauders.
It looks good.
Too much freedom in the country.
You don't have all the pictures. They show Mercer. Other pictures show Mercer's torso.
Actually, someone did a comment when this was leaked. Like they didn't wait too long before using that heavy duty body. They didn't wait too long.
Yeah. Well, that's why they work on things out. I like the diaphragm cut. It looks good.
Mm-hmm. And who's doing this?
This is Hasbro. They're going to be a 2-pack of.
Ooh, nice.
They're going to do Sarge, Slaughter, and Mercer. Two big guys. Like Mercer Comics currently. Which other posts actually show Mercer's parts. No.
I have to go to Google.
See if his tank does it.
Well, gentlemen, it is that time of the night, so I'm going to leave you guys here. I will see you guys next week. And until next time.
Have a good one, Quinn. And he hit the X button so fast. Now this, honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of Masterverse, but I'm like been picking up like figures that I've missed out on. There's holes in my collection. Cobra Khan, I never got that in classics, and his figure sells for like well over $100, like 150, 200 bucks. I will get that and put that on my shelf. It kind of works out for Cobra Khan being slimmer too, so I'm all for it.
I like the Tila and the Hordak are great.
Yeah, all three of those look good.
Mm-hmm. This is finally an OG Tila. Yep. And yeah, because that Stratos that goes for like over $100 on the aftermarket. That the Masterverse Stratos figure does. I think it goes for a lot of money.
I'm looking for, and these are the new Eternia stuff. The new Eternia is better. The new, that is such an
Just want to see a close up of Cobra Khan's face.
I don't think they have any close-ups of Cobra Khan. That's it.
Okay.
I didn't even know Cobra Khan was coming out until I went on like Toy News International and stuff like that. Definitely looking for that. Multi Classics Stratos for $25. Yeah, Stratos had, like, there's 2 different color schemes for Stratos where they got his harness and wing color reversed. One came from the 2-pack with the DC figure, and the other one came was this individual release Stratos from Matty Collector. I have no idea which one. We get more cartoon collections. We get Bow, Whiplash, and Shadow Weaver. Whiplash. That's a funny looking head sculpt. Looks like a fat bastard. But it's cartoon accurate. We get to, we're talking about Wave 2, we saw little bitty pictures. We got the Tigra, Pathro, and He-Man, which to me looks more like King Grayskull. This showed up, JB found this earlier and sent it out. This is McFarlane's new Superman movie stuff. Well, we got Spin Master and McFarlane. We get the Superman, we get Lex Luthor.
And their deluxe figures too. Come with multiple heads and hands. The one thing I hate is that the animals are statues, not posable.
Figures.
That's the one thing that's going to suck about them.
Yep. Now we're going to get a statue we can't see because the comic's on top. But a lot of Superman merch coming out, like we were talking about. It's going to be coming.
Yep.
Part of his contract to do merchandise for that. And he's got these new Silver Age, Two-Face, Superman, and Dr. Fate up for pre-order. Superman basically sold out best about everywhere. But only took them nearly losing the license to finally make decent Superman figures. The proportions actually don't look bad on that either. The legs don't look overly long. They look proportionate to the torso. The head don't look too small. Ronnie learns how to make a figure, then he loses the license. I do miss he's not doing the 3D emblems anymore. I like the 3D emblems. Bombbox Heroes. Get the Bombus P. Oh, and this is what I want to show here. This is from Red Bolt Studios, Lionheart Studio. Animate, the Eater of the Dead. This thing looks really cool. I don't know what this has got to do with the Dragon Ball stuff. Are they not making this? Did they bait and switch us? I don't know what's going on. We get some new third-party Gokus and Vegetos. Yeah, I don't think they're making that. I think they punked us. These are neat. I'm curious to see how this articulation is going to work. The shoulder, like the part of the pecs, move with the arms crunch forward. They don't have any other pictures of that yet. They do have, we looked at this last week. That chest is kind of similar, where the, hit the wrong thing. So you get some nice natural movements out of the poses. But I think that is all I got.
What? What?
Yeah. Well, this is Bomb Must Be, where I ordered a lot of my import figures from, and Show Store Z. Great places to get stuff from. If Matt did Legos, I could see him buying this.
Oh, I saw that.
He might buy it just now. He might buy it now. Let's talk about it.
4,682 pieces.
That'd be a challenge, Matt. You could do it.
Oh, I know I could.
You should. I buy Lego sets myself.
Dimensions of it: 27.16 by 11. Well, let's say 27 by 12 by 7. That thing is huge. That is one giant, not Lego set. You know you want to.
I do.
You won't do it, Matt. I'd say get it, Matt. I've got my fair share of Lego sets. I ain't ashamed to admit it. They're fun.
I don't have time for Legos. I wish I did. I don't.
Yeah, the shows that sort of these, like they have some killer deals and stuff. And their shipping is free on most of their stuff. I didn't get this. $40 for an MP10 trailer and roller. The only trailers I got for MP10s, those clear Year of the Horse ones. I needed like an opaque trailer. It's $40. Now, I don't know if this is real or not. This is a third-party company that nobody's ever heard of before. They put this up for pre-order. If anything happens in 1st of April, I don't trust any of it. It's 760 millimeters. What is that in freedom measurements?
I don't know.
30 inches tall. So that's not huge. Tall, but not $1,200 tall. Fort Max, 4.5 feet tall.
No.
Metroplex, I mean. Great sites to buy all your stuff, and you're buying straight from a vendor and ship it to your house, so there's no tariffs. Bomb Must Be, you got to pay shipping. Show Store Steve, your prices will be a lot of times be cheaper on Bomb Must Be, and you can pay for the shipping. In Show Store Z, like the price will be a little bit higher, but the shipping's free. Great stuff. You can get in trouble with your wallet quite easily at these places. Sit for life. He's took a nap.
Gone rogue.
He's falling asleep on us.
I got one thing to show off that was real today. Just one.
Okay.
Let me get a share screen. No. Yep, is that? Share screen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Popping up anything?
That?
So we just got this. Are y'all seeing it?
No. Hold on.
Just me.
This? Retirement Cena?
Yeah, that. Yeah, that.
Okay.
Yeah, this was just revealed today. It's a WrestleMania store exclusive, but then it'll be up on Mattel Creations a few weeks after. So, That'll be all I had. And
So there was
There we go.
a teaser announcement from Jada didn't want to comment on it at WonderCon last weekend, but they may be doing Invincible figures.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I hope so, because Diamond Selects was awful. Just bad.
They are on the list of new license orders for Invincible merchandise. They were asked about it during WonderCon, but they said they were disappointed that this is the stuff we want to talk about right now. But with big announcements are at SDC. We'll have more information on that then. So that's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
We've all been wanting to see Jada get a comic book property. They done a fantastic job on the Street Fighter figures. Kit Bash Customs had Blanca in hand. The way they did the hair, it's like very soft plastic and it's hollow, so he can actually look straight up. Like what they should be doing on all long hair figures, make the hair piece very soft and flexible. And you don't need to see the back of the hair. With like Blanca, they just hollowed it out. And it's in like layers too, where it actually like it'll flex and move when you move the hair and then look natural. It looks good. Let's see. You can find that.
Matt, you got any thoughts?
About Jada, other than they're awesome and I just want to see them do everything? Yeah. No,
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay.
There he is, flexing the head. That's how SHVR should be doing Goku hair too.
Mm-hmm.
Super Saiyan 3 Goku. That was my biggest complaint with Lady Death from Loose Collector, their first figure. That head is one solid chunk of plastic. It's a harder plastic. So it's heavy, one thing. That's an impressive amount of movement for a long hair figure like that. But that is all I have. And we're at time. And Mr. Matt's going to have to go or leave us.
Yep. Got another show I got to do.
Yep. So, you were off last weekend, so you're working this weekend?
Yep.
So, no Batman costumes tomorrow.
No Batman costume. I got my list, though.
I got mine.
I only got 4 on my list since we got
Why
canceled.
why don't we, instead of doing on a geek chat, why don't we just do it at the beginning of next Friday's show? Like, let's say what's our favorite Batman costumes. Like, do a presentation, like each of us present what's our costumes and talk about them. Because we're not gonna be able to do Saturdays with Matt.
No, that's a horrible idea. I think we should talk about it next Friday on the Geek Chat on the Quicker Fusion. So I was doing my impersonation at JV and just like act like I didn't listen to you and repeating what you said back to you. But anyway, everybody in the chat, thank you for coming out, hanging out with us tonight. Always talking about geeky stuff, toys.
Always fun.
Always
wonderful.
And Sif, when you wake up, thanks for coming out, hanging out with us tonight. JB, have a good one. Thank you for coming out, hanging out with us.
Always.
And game over, man.
Game over, man. It's over.
So we'll catch y'all next time. Have a good one.
Later, gentlemen.
Later.
Ninja vanish.